gang, it's the Necromancer. I mean Deltia from DeltiasGaming.com here to bring you a little Sorky Porky preview and patch 1.6 Elder Scrolls Online. It's a lot different. Man, this game is a lot different now. Some for better, some for worse. You know, that's debatable on what your perspective is. It's like a different game. And the Sork specifically is a lot different. Pets are more relevant now, especially with my familiar is kind of like my little taunt battle buddy. Some of the abilities that we're used to using all the time don't seem as effective, yet the pets really are awesome now. Hardened Ward, this new curse version, makes like hitting this pet like hit like a truck. Oh, I just pulled all these things? That's not good. So yeah, some people have used double pets. I've used one, and I think that's my type of play style. Kind of keeps the pressure off me. You keep your target on lockdown and allows you to do some good damage. In a group setting, you might want to use 2 pets when you have a reliable tank or a healer. But for me, keeping my Hardened Ward up, since Crystal Frags is basically over, is really what I want to do. And it's really the only class that I feel like can produce reliable damage. And I'm not anywhere near where I need to be, but still, it's the class that seems like it's hitting hard and is somewhat easier to play. I've been on my Dragon Knight and other classes, and I just can't get it to put out the numbers that I can on my Sork. Now I'm nowhere near where I need to be in terms of damage, but it's fun, and these pets are awesome. They are so much fun. And so the Winged Twilight, like I said, is really good. It's more of, you know, in a group type setting where you have a dedicated tank. Soloing around, I really like my Volatile Familiar because he kind of taunts things for me and keeps enemies off me, allowed me to sit back and nuke. So let's go see if we can't find another fight. Where you at? Oh, there's a Fell Runner. Yeah, we'll show him what's up. So let's talk about the skills while we're looking for another fight. So what really changed in the Sork? Remember, this is a newbie perspective because the game just flipped on its head. So when you ask me about these builds and what's going to be clever, like it's going to take a while to get something that's legitimately powerful. Because I feel like a noob right now, not knowing what's going on. So I've been asking a lot of the community members that have been testing because I've spent the last couple of days really updating my website, not actually really getting into the math and testing this. Suppression Field. This is awesome. Now allies within the globe will take reduced damage. 8%. Doesn't sound like a lot, but at least Sork's got something. Plus it gives them a little buffs, so the other morph is really good. Absorption Field too. Crystal Frags, it seems like it got a big buff to the damage off the proc, so it becomes even more relevant. And another thing that it does is the animation's kind of fixed on it. Before the animation was so that, let me see if I can't cast something. I want to show you guys what this looks like. Oh, look at that. Okay, so watch the proc now. See how much faster that goes? 5600. I've seen one hit for like 15k or something ridiculous. But it goes much faster, so it's easier to weave in and out attacks. It seems like they fixed that. It's not perfect, but it really, really feels much better. So let's go back here. That's Crystal Frags. Now in case, the prison, the Shattering Prison, that's kind of like the poor man's versions of Talons. I haven't seen really much effective change there. Rune Prison, that's kind of like the Troll Prison, 1.5 seconds. I can't see that being too valuable unless you're trying to stun lock someone. So I haven't seen that being used much. Dark Teal got a new change, so now you restore health and stamina at the expense of Magicka with this morph. So it's kind of a cool thing if you're, let's say you're a stamina build, or you know you're a magic build, or it's going to really change the Sork and give it a different way to get resources. So I like that. You can basically trade it back into something. Very, very interesting. Mine. Summons 5 mines, or they go instantly. But I think this Dark Deal restores health and stamina at the expense of magic is an awesome combo for my live character because I'm a high elf. I have no magic problems, but I have stamina problems. So my Lightning Tornado build, I think I can resurrect and really do something special with stamina-based damage on my Sork. The Greater Atronach, it seems like it hits really harder, especially with the next couple abilities I'm going to show you. So that thing got a really big boost. Now, the whole meta of the game right now seems like these pets. Volatile Familiar. This thing really seems like it taunts enemies now, that it actually makes them attack you. And the thing does a decent amount of damage, But what I like is it explodes at the end and stuns them. So this is kind of more of a tanky kind of familiar that I like to use. While the Winged Twilight is more of the healer / giving you magic, and it hits like a truck. The problem is it just dies too fast. Now, if you're soloing around, these things die left and right. If you're in a group, having 2 up could be really advantageous. So Daedric Prey is that new ability, the new change, the curse. This thing, when it's active, your summoned Daedra deal 30% more damage to the target. Except the Storm Atronach, which only deals 20. Okay, so there's that. Also, Empowering Ward. While this is activated, your summoned creatures do 22% additional damage. So with both of these activated, what I've been trying to do is activate both of them with 1 or 2 pets, go to another bar, single target it down with Crushing Shot, Crystal Frags, go back, and rinse and repeat. And that's what's been working for me. So I want to kind of show you a couple things here, because a lot of players don't know that you can actually tell your pet which target to attack. So in control key bindings, I forget I think it's set to Y by default. Where's my little Y key? Command pet, Y. So that's important because you want to tell the tit to hit the right curse target. So I curse it, but go get it, pet. So it's still glowing. That curse lasts for 6 seconds, and then it's going to pop. Now the pet's on its own, so I'm going to curse that target and get nuked from an archer that I didn't see. Oh, taking aim 12k. Where were you, pet? Where were you? We're not letting that slide. We're going to go get these guys. Where's that damn archer? Yeah, I guess you have to interrupt those or your face gets melted off. See, it's like a brand new game. So with that, you want to try to nuke down the target, obviously the highest threat target, but put a curse on him first, put the ward up, curse in, lock and block, baby, here we go. And frags, boom, frags hits, dude, that hits like a truck. Now, do the same thing, my ward's down, curse is up, make sure you're light attacking, keep getting those procs for your ultimate every 8 seconds. And frag out. Boom, dude. Look at that. That's so much fun. Guess what's up? Stormy. Frag. A lot of explosions now with this guy. Curse is up. Hardened ward's up. My pets are just ripping people's faces off. So, that is the Sorc class with the pets. That's why that pet skill line is so awesome. Now, I have Inner Light on, which is basically like a 10% crit buff. Crit has really changed. I don't know if it's going to be better to stack tons of crit or to stack tons of spell power or where the fine line is with the math. Like if you want 30 crit and you go... We just don't know right now. But it seems to be effective to still have Inner Light on 1 or 2 pets. 2 pets to me seems like you're just using like literally one ability, Crushing Shock, and then your wards. So I haven't liked that setup, but it does produce really, really high numbers. So for me, something like this using the Clan Fair has been productive. So that Daedric summoning skill line, dude, that got a bonus, and it's fun. And Storm Calling, I think Overload got a change here. Allegedly, it rips people's faces off now. Light and heavy attacks restore magic. So what you could do is take Energy Overload, and you could use the new system here in Dark Deal, and kind of have like a really powerful resource chain. You know, using your ultimate to get magic, dumping magic back into health and stamina. So I don't know how many people have thought of that. You know, that's just something to occur to me right now. But I think the Sorc has some interesting things that have changed about it that will make it really, really fun. Now, when I play these characters anymore, I'm not doing a whole lot of PvE where I'm sitting, no pressure, and doing a max amount of damage. So I don't know what that's going to be like. I have done a lot of PvE and the PvP, and the Sorc seem to shine right now. They're hard to get a hold of. They're bursty. They are bursty with that frags, man. So my frag out build should be really awesome, and same with the turbulence build once I get it figured out. Now, to give you some perspective, I mean, it takes weeks, if not months, to level these classes and figure them out. So trying to get it done on the PTS in, you know, a month time frame just might not be doable. I'm gonna do my best though, but it takes a long time. And this is the last class I highlighted, probably because it felt the easiest to understand, but I have a long way to go. So stick with the Sorc. I really think it's good. People are going to say this got nerfed, this got buffed, whatever. The biggest thing that you got to ask yourself, is it fun? Does it look fun? The Dragon Knight did get nerfed, but do I enjoy it? Yeah. The Templar got buffed. Do you enjoy it? Play it. Play what you enjoy. People said that Templar DPS sucked in the past, and guess what? They would out DPS most people. So you can make your class work. If you like it, you like it. With that being said, a couple other noticeable changes. Crit Surge. Wow, does this get? This got a massive nerf. So critical strikes heal you for 50% of the damage done and increases your weapon damage by a lot. The only problem is the Crit Surge. It's a 1 second cooldown on the heal. So it's almost like, I really do not like this change. I really do not like this change. It makes Sorcs feel a little more squishier, and the only way I can survive reliably in a big group is using my Hardened Ward or my Conjuring Ward with my pets. So I understand that ZOS wants to do something with the pets and make them more reliable, but the downside to me is I can't play the way I want to, and I want to play without pets. Even though I hear my little goblin volatile guy over there yipping and yapping. So disappointed with this change. This hasn't gone on live yet. You know, probably gonna have a month of testing. So I think I'm gonna leave some feedback for them on this change. I really don't like it. So we'll have to test the Stam Sorc out later, but that's kind of the magic end of things. And then Lightning Slash got a big boost. Like now, Liquid Lightnings, I think was at 94% more additional damage up front. So this thing hits like a truck now for damage. Let's see if we can't put in our bar. There's a little rat. Boom! That thing hits hard. And if you notice, like the new placement thing has changed too, as far as where you place abilities. And also a new sprint animation. Well, let me see if I can do it. Like it zooms in. Like it's really cool on your camera. So far, I'm really liking 1.6. I know you guys want to know about the champion system. What have I found in here? There's some really important things you need to pick up, which I'll do a separate video on. I know you guys want to know. But for real quick, I wanted to show you what you should be picking that I found really important. Get the critical rating out of here. The ritual, the critical rating. This is where you're going to get your crit. You're going to have 10% base crit. You're probably going to have roughly about 10% from here, and then a few percent from the armor. So what I'm thinking, theory crafting, just 2 days in, get around 30-35% crit, weapon, spell, whatever you want to get, and then go all weapon power, and then reduce cost. Maybe even a little bit of regeneration, but it seems like reduced cost is where it's at. So that's what I found out. I am going to stay up a little bit later offline, and I'm going to just test crap. And I really had struggled with my Dragon Knight to make sustainable DPS today. It was really frustrating. So I cannot let that happen. I am going to figure out how to make that two-handed butcher the BA'est, badassest Dragon Knight you can. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorcs are in a really good place right now. It's not perfect. Crit Surge definitely was a big hit, but I like Empowering Ward, and the Pets class seemed a lot of fun. I just hope Crit Surge gets a little bit different changes, but the resource regeneration now for the Sorc seemed pretty good. You get some interesting way to get back resources with Overload and the Dark Deal change. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Check out my website, deltiasgaming.com. Got a lot of stuff on there right now. All the new skill lines I'm going to be updating. So these class specific. I got the criminal skill line already updated. We got the champion system, every constellation. Visit the site, guys. I keep telling you that because almost everything you need is there. Thanks for watching.